Hey, welcome to the vlog. You know when you've got loads of stuff to do and like thinking about it all just like really overwhelms you? That is me right now. I've just got to the yard and I'm still sat in my car knowing that I need to do so much for Petplan Festival tomorrow. I don't know if I've actually explained what Petplan Festival is. It's like a league in the UK with British Dressage, and basically it gives like amateur riders like me an opportunity to compete at bigger venues. I think that's the aim of it. I'm making this up, but that's the gist. So you have to qualify in order to go. Me and Kodi qualified right at the end of last year. You have to get 3 scores, 64% and above to qualify. Not really sure what happens after that in terms of if you win, what happens, because I'm not expecting to win. I'm just hoping to go and survive, to be honest, considering it's January right now and then tomorrow it'll be February. It's the 1st of February that we're competing on, and Kodi is like an actual dragon at the moment, so if I can just get down the centre line, I'm happy. But there's lots to do before then. On the list is lunge Kodi, bath Kodi, dry Kodi, bandage Kodi. I'm having someone come to plait her because my plaits are shit. That helps me out a little bit. I've cleaned all of my tack. Not sure if you can see. This is all of my tack here. So I need to load all of that into the lorry, do all of her jobs as normal, and make sure we've got everything for tomorrow. So it's going to be a busy couple of hours. First thing first, let's get the dragon lunged and get some energy out of her. Come on. Stop being silly. Okay, it's like 7:30 and Kodi is finished. Here she is. The lady has been and plaited her, so she's got her plaits in. We've not bothered plaiting her forelock because she's literally got about 3 pairs on the top. So she will wear an ear bonnet, so there's no need for us to plait it. I haven't bandaged her legs just because they're still a bit damp. I don't want her to have like watermarks tomorrow, so I'm going to wait till they are dry in the morning. I put 3 plaits in her tail so that she has a nice wavy tail tomorrow, and she is good to go. Mum kindly organised the lorry whilst Kodi was having her mane plaited. I don't know if I told you all, but we're not actually going in our lorry. So our lorry is fine, it just needs a new tyre, and we don't want to risk going on the motorway without having a new tyre. So one of our friends has kindly lent us their 3.5 ton, so we've just got a little box tomorrow. So Mum has just spent the last hour kind of transferring everything over, which does make me a little bit nervous because you know when you've got like your own box and you've got everything on there that you could need and you know you've got everything, but then when you've got someone else's you're like, oh my god, what if I've forgotten something? So fingers crossed we haven't, and I am going to double check in the morning. This is it for tonight. I'm going to go home, get showered, eat and go to bed. We'll see you in the morning. Kodi's just pooed. I'm going to pick that up now. Morning. It's Sunday morning now, and here's Kodi. It's about 8:45 and we're going to set off at 9:30, and we've just put her out for 45 minutes whilst I've done her stable, just so that she's had a leg stretch. I think she's had a roll, so I'm going to have to brush her off, make sure she looks beautiful. Oh, she's just telling off all the other horses. Come here, please. Mum has just gone and put fuel in the lorry. Kodi's stable's done. I just need to make her look nice and then we'll be on the road. Just arrived. We're really early, which is nice. It's good to be early. Hi! Kodi's in here. We've also picked right at the end of the car park so that she can have, I don't know, I'm struggling to open this. She can have a pick of grass afterwards. Definitely not before, so she doesn't have a green mouth. Hi, Papa. You good girl.
Oh, she feels okay.
Yeah.
She feels beautiful.
Do you have a nice time in here? I'm just going to do my hair. Kodi's here. I don't know if you can see her, but She's just chilling. I've just been into the arena and had a look. Doesn't seem too busy, touch wood at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. I don't know if I mentioned my instructor is coming to warm us in, so that kind of gives me some like reassurance. So I'm just thinking in my head, it's just a riding lesson, and then there's like 3 minutes at the end where we've just got to do a few moves. I watched a couple of the riders in there and they all looked very well behaved, Kodi, so if we could just get round, I would be happy with that. I've not got treats. And do you know what, I actually want to enjoy it. Like I want to like enjoy the moment, do you know what I mean? And just kind of think of it as like a nice day out. I think she'd much rather be on that than in the arena. This could go horribly wrong with Kodi loose on Aintree racecourse. Look at the size of them jumps. You'd like a go over them jumps, wouldn't you? Look at them. All ready to go. Let's do this.
With Kodi. They qualified at my scope. They've not competed in Petplan Festival before. They qualified 2 times before, but unfortunately had 2 years of injuries. Adele met this lovely horse at 1 day old, and she's very home-induced. They've recently competed at B90 and aiming to step up to the novice in the Dressage. They would love to do badminton grassroots championships. That would be a dream for them. Kodi loves having a back scratch with a shaving fork, and doesn't like having her rub put on. Adele says that they have a YouTube channel where they vlog all of their adventures together, and it's called Kick on Kodi. And Kodi's favourite person is Adele's mum, Lucy.
Right, I'm going to do my best to try and keep up with my video and check 3 score sheets, because there was 3 sets of judges all dotted around the arena. There's 3 sheets, so I'm going to try and read the comments as we go. So my centre line actually felt okay. We are notoriously shit at centre lines, so it was actually okay, and it was our highest scoring one. One of the judges gave us an 8. We got 7.5 from another, and then a 6.5 from another judge that said we needed more suppleness at the turn at C. My instructor before we went in had warmed us up, and she said just to ride Kodi really forward, which is what I tried to do. I feel like we lost the forwardness as the test went on, probably due to me being a bit cautious and tactful, is that the word? With my riding, and just being conscious that sometimes if I push Kodi too much, she explodes. So I was just kind of trying to ride like a safe, clean test. So I feel like as we built up to the canter work, maybe it wasn't as forward because I was a bit cautious, which is reflected in our test sheets. But overall, I was happy with it. Our walk is our weakest pace, I'd probably say, and that was reflected in our test sheets. We got 5.5s on 2 of them and 6 on another, and the comments were pretty much all the same, that there just needed to be more energy in the walk, which we know. As well with Kodi, she's really smart, so because we sometimes do like quartering work at home in the walk, she will kind of curl around my legs, so I was kind of cautious of that and not putting too much leg on, because I feel like she would curl around them, which she did kind of do a little bit. So this was our free walk on a long rein, which I was fairly pleased with, because usually she just kind of sticks her head in the air and marches on, and we did actually have some stretch. Our scores were on average like 6. We did get a 5 from one of the judges, and the comment was, walk was very fragile, it needs more purpose. Again, some sideways steps, which, like I say, she does do that thing where she curls around my leg. This was the beginning of our canter work, and we scored okay. We got a 7 from one of the judges at for our transition up into the canter. I feel like the canter, as I said, wasn't as forward as maybe it should have been, but again, I was just kind of trying to tactfully ride her without having some kind of explosion or launching or rearing. So I just kind of snuck her into the canter, so it did look a little bit muddled, which was some of the comments back from the judges. This was muddled here. This was our transition down to the trot. Again, she kind of was just a little bit confused as what I was asking her, and then she was anticipating the canter on the other rein. She's so smart. She literally knows like what's coming. So I was like trying to reason with her and say, like, stay in trot, please keep the trot. Hence why it wasn't probably as forward as I would have liked it. But in hindsight, I probably should have ridden it more forward and pushed the trot more so that she wasn't kind of behind my leg and anticipating the canter. I felt like her transition into the canter was very obedient and clean. That's why I gave her a pat. And she again scored 7s for that transition upwards. Some of the comments were that the head tilt was a little... She was tilting her head a little bit on the circle and the trot, which I do feel that she does kind of swing her head. Again, that's probably due to my outside hand not being as fixed as I would like it, and we are doing work on that at home to try and kind of correct that. This was our 20 metre circle with a stretch down. There wasn't a lot of stretch, but again, I was just kind of riding cautiously and making sure that she wasn't going to run off. So I was pleased with it. Like, it was good for compared to what we've had in the past. The comments were kind of just could stretch more. So I picked her back up, and then this is where we really struggle, is always our final centre line, because Kodi's anticipating the hole. She's so clever, she knows it's coming. So we have like this dithering centre line, and this happens all the time where I'm kind of pushing her like, stay in the trot, because she is literally anticipating halt. And she like always halts really abruptly. But overall, we got good scores for our halt. We got a 7.5, and we got some really lovely comments from the judges. Overall, I was chuffed with it, and I was really pleased with her. All done. It was dead good, so I'm happy. No explosions. So there was things we could improve on and whatnot, but I just wanted to get around. And do you know what? I actually enjoyed it. Not waiting around for my sheet because they can email it to me, they said. And we've not waited around for prize givings. 1, because we're not sure that we'll get anything, and 2, because she wouldn't do a go round anyway. It would just be chaos. So we've just packed up and left, but all in all, we've really enjoyed it, and hopefully you've enjoyed coming along with us. If you did enjoy this video, give us a like and follow us for some more adventures. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.